The Mountain Between Us is a brand new movie by Abu-Assad, and it stars Idris Elba and Kate Winslet. So what is this movie about? It's basically about two people played by Idris Elba and Kate Winslet who have to get to a flight to Denver. Unfortunately, their flights are canceled because of inclement weather, and they need to get to Denver like quick. So they both agree to take this private plane to get to their locations. Unfortunately for them, their private plane crashes into the Antarctic, and basically they're stuck there. They have limited food supply, they have limited everything, and they both have to find a way to survive and get out of the Antarctic. Now, I wasn't really looking forward to this movie that much. I mean, the trailer was fine. I like Idris Elba, I like Kate Winslet, so I just said, hey, maybe this movie will be fine. I wasn't really going to see this movie at theaters though, until my friend Danny has bells. I'm like, hey man, come on, see with me. I'm like, so what I think of this movie? It was fine, but like that's it. The first thing I like are the first two acts. I think they're the best part of the movie. Obviously, they're written the best. Like, they have a bunch of survival aspects. They really do focus on the survival aspect, and I like that part of the movie. Like, yeah, there's some conveniences. Yeah, the survival aspects are not as strong as the movies say The Martian, but like, it's a fine enough survival story that you see, and it's pretty much carried by the best two performances, aka the only two performances I want to talk about, Idris Elba and Kate Winslet. Idris Elba, obviously, he's a great actor, even in The Dark Tower, which is a movie I completely forgot about, but in this movie, he's better here. He gets a better, more subtle performance, not really overdoing it. He's obviously the most talented actor in this movie, but obviously also Kate Winslet, who's a phenomenal actress, not her best performance though. Like, she's just there, but you know what? Those two, they carry a performance that makes the movie watchable, makes it fine enough for the most part. I also think the movie was shot really well. Like, yeah, you can tell, for the most part, they shot the movie on a location, not in a studio, and you can really tell because the cinematography looks really good. The shots of the landscapes, and the lighting, it looks good. Like, it's a good movie that to watch, and you can really tell they put some effort in that category, because when you see those shots unfold, you kind of feel like you're in this Antarctic area. And yeah, that's really the best thing I can say. This movie is shot well. The performances are good. The first two acts are fine. But that's really the only good parts really I have to talk about. So where does this movie go wrong? Like, two things. First of all, this movie is very cliche. Like, you can tell where it's going at some points. It follows a lot of the same beats you expect out of these movies. But if it was only that problem, I would have given it a pass because this movie is fine enough. But it's the final act. The final act is the worst part of this movie and what really brought it down. The first two acts is like a survival film, and the final act just ditches everything I like that was in the first two acts. I don't want to spoil it because for the one person probably watching this who cares about spoilers, I'm just going to say it after the rating so you guys can laugh with me. But let's just say the final act, like, it just betrays what the first two acts were doing. It becomes really corny, really cheesy. It goes on for way too long. Like, I'll actually check my watch. I'm like, what the hell? This is 2 hours long and it's still going? Like, yes, I was actually really saying that. This movie has one of the worst endings of the year. We're all going to talk about that after I give my rating. So in conclusion, The Mountain Between Us is a fine movie. Let me just say that again. It's a fine movie. Would I recommend seeing it in theaters? Absolutely not. It's not worth seeing in theaters at all. There's no really good theater experience. What I'll recommend you doing, though, is either renting or waiting for this movie to go on Netflix so you can just turn it on, have it in the background, and just never watch it again. It's just a fine movie, but it is not, like, a good survival film. Like, it's not the best. Like, movies like The Martian is a far better survival film. I'm going to give The Mountain Between Us a 6 out of 10. I'm probably never watching it again, but you know what? It wasn't the worst thing I could see. But we can actually get into the spoilers now, the fun part. Oh boy, we can finally rip into this last act. So, in the trailer, they basically advertise this movie to be like, oh, it's just two strangers who are stuck on an island. They won't fall in love because they both have significant others they both care about, and that's it. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. I just hope they don't fall in love. Now, in the third act, Kate Winslet and Idris Elba are in a penthouse, and then Idris Elba's supposed to leave, and then they exchange a kiss. I was like, fine, it's just one kiss, it won't hurt the movie. But then they start kissing again, and again, and again, and again, and what it turns into is a fucking, oh my god, it's a love scene, generic love music playing above. Oh my god, they love each other, they hump each other, and I'm like, what? It turned into something completely different. I was like, what am I watching? This is so corny. And then the third act, then it turns into a romance movie afterwards, where they love each other, they need to stay with each other, and I'm like, Kate Winslet, you're marrying somebody once you get home. Why aren't you? What? Like, I was like so flabbergasted. Like, what is this? What is this movie turned into? Then we get to the ending. The ending goes on for way too long. They're like, oh my god, man, I Kate Winslet, I love you, but you know, you're married. Oh my god, Idris Elba, I miss you. And it's like so long. That's why I was checking my watch. I'm like, yo, this shit's not ending yet. Oh my god, now we get into the final scene. Oh my god, we're talking about the final scene of the movie. The final scene of the movie is literally Kate Winslet and Idris Elba in a dinner table to talk about how they can't love each other. But then they get out of this restaurant, they look away after saying goodbyes, but then they stop. Then the generic stock love music plays above, and then they churn, and then they run into each other, and then boom, the credits go on. I'm like, that was my reaction. I was like, what was that? Like, Jesus Christ. This is the most cheesiest ending I've seen all year. It's like they completely changed everything about this movie. And it's a shame because I actually enjoyed the first two acts. But then this comes by and it's so bad. I think I've gotten everything out of the way for this ending. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a rant I just did at the end just because it was a lot of fun to make. Anyway guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a like, favorite, and subscribe. Click on the notification bar for more videos. Comment if you liked the video so you can encourage me to make way more videos in the future. Anyways guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.